exactly what a board of directors does, what a board member is, what the job entails, and all the scenarios accompanying it, many executives of all backgrounds can start to see themselves in this role. In addition, a new section of the book provides the details of getting that first board seat, so readers who want to have a board role can benefit. The best companies and the most effective boards seek to gain a variety of perspectives. Guiding companies requires experiences and questions from board members representing various industries, business models, growth stages, ESG experience, customer segments, and functional expertise. One key challenge to building diverse boards is that these roles have traditionally been filled through personal networks, which are limited. Thankfully, many, including our team at Him for Her and Matt's team at Bolster, both of which Brad supports, are working to make it easier to extend networks and build better boards. The content in this book is helpful to all in the board ecosystem. I hope it engages a broad audience as we collectively pave the path to a more diverse group of people who form and shape our boards and the companies they steward. Jocelyn Mangan, Him for Her, founder, CEO, February 2022. Preface. The first time I saw the inside of a boardroom, I was the most junior executive at Moviefone, a public company I worked at from 1995 to 1999 as the Internet guy. Moviefone was an interactive telephone media company at the dawn of the commercial Internet. The board consisted of the founders, the chairman, majority shareholder, the CEO's father, and a formidable character I'd met a few times, one of the chair's business associates, and one independent director, the even more formidable Strauss Zelnick. I gave my State of the Department presentation to that board. I found presenting to that board of directors similar to how a lawyer must experience arguing a case before the Supreme Court. You talk for 2 minutes, someone interrupts you with a question, and then you stand in the firing line until someone mercifully tells you that it's over. You slink out of the room, rethinking every word that just came out of your mouth, wishing you could have a do-over. While I worked there, I presented to the Moviefone board several times. Each session was uncomfortable, but I got a lot out of each one. I constantly confronted one question: why is your group losing so much money? I responded each time with an unsatisfying combination of mumbled apologies while pointing out that other internet businesses were losing much more money. Even though that wasn't a winning answer with the Moviefone board, it was a formative experience in my career. By the time I started my first company, Return Path, I felt like at least I had a running start on how to form, lead, and report to my board of directors. I was CEO of Return Path and chaired its board for 2 decades. We scaled the business through multiple pivots, acquisitions, financings, divestitures, growth spurts, layoffs, 2 recessions, 9/11, and the dot-com bust. When Validity acquired Return Path in 2019, we were a vibrant $100 million revenue profitable industry leader. Our board started with 2 independent directors and me. It grew to a highly functioning board, including 3 great venture capitalists, Fred Wilson, Greg Sands, and Brad Feld, co-author of this book, and 2 outstanding independent directors, Scott Petrie and Jeff Epstein. Over 2 decades, we have had over 15 directors serve on the board. I learned how to build and run an effective board of directors from each of them. While I've made many mistakes, I've gotten a lot of things correct and have learned a lot. I realized the immense power of a strong board many times, but the most memorable was a board meeting when we were wrestling with several tough decisions since the business was going sideways. These decisions included whether to sell off 2 business units to focus on our most promising line of business, even though that meant shrinking the company by over 50%. We were also considering whether to expand internationally and whether we should build an indirect sales channel. In a long and boisterous board meeting stretching from the boardroom to a dinner that included my senior management team, we charted a bold new course for the business that set us on a path we ended up following to a successful exit a dozen years later. A less functional board could have taken a more conservative approach. The business likely wouldn't have thrived and might not even have survived.